anyone tell me why? This thing has literally been doing nothing since 2022. Literally just flat for the past 3 years. Still sitting at a $3 billion valuation. But at the same time, the CEO, Dustin Moskovich, has done nothing but purchase his stock consistently. This is probably the most consistent CEO repurchasing their shares for the past 3 years. I mean, FinViz doesn't even go back that far. This is from March of 2025. Let's see Insider. Okay, so we put Asana's ticker, filing for the last 4 years. It doesn't even go beyond that. And insider purchases. This dude, Dustin Moskovich, has been buying since 2021. His most recent purchase was August 11th for 225,000 shares. He has 56 million shares. 63% are owned by insiders. Probably most of that will be Dustin Moskovich. And don't forget, the board of directors has also increased their share repurchase program, allowing for an additional 100 million in stock repurchases. No expiration date. This was updated May 30th, 2025. And then there was also a 150 million stock repurchase program, June 20th, 2024. So they have over 200 million in stock repurchases. You have Dustin Moskovich, who's been repurchasing the stock since 2021. And also, by the way, guys, institutional ownerships from 2020 has gone up. But you're here telling me that the stock price hasn't moved? There's something going on. What do you guys think is going on? Because I don't know what's going on. What I do know is this thing's not going to zero. Why do you ask? The number one reason is because they have a lot of cash. They have about 470 million in cash. And remember, they have no long-term debt. It says 38 million. Peanuts. Company can't go bankrupt without any long-term debt. And when you take up the latest on an annual check, their 2024 closing year, it's the first year they had positive free cash flow as a public company. They are on the come up. This thing can't go to zero. But it could stay flat for a while. It could be manipulated for a long time, right? Sometimes I just don't get the stock market, guys. I mean, according to some of the reports, growth has slowed down, yes, but they are still growing. But besides growth being slow, here's some numbers for everyone. At the end of 2024, half of Asana's outstanding shares were owned by institutional investors. A possible reason why Dustin has been buying so many shares of Asana is to offset dilution from all the employee stock compensation and to sort of give us a signal that he's still confident in the company. Let's check out his net worth. 20 billion. What? He has over $20 billion in net worth. Right now, this company is way more leaner, more financially resilient, but they just have to prove to investors that they could reignite its growth engine. Looks like we'll continue holding this stock. Hold it for the long run, guys. But do you guys think it's just a matter of time before this thing starts to shoot? We got Q2 earnings coming about in about 2 weeks. The new CEO does start soon. I guess we will see what happens in the next 2 weeks. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and we will see you on the next one.